This cafe does not exist, but these customers are walking in, choosing items from a real menu and generating actual sales data. Every completed order is being saved to a database, and those records are being turned into a live dashboard for the fictional cafe owner. And I built the entire thing inside of ChatGPT without opening a code editor. But can it really connect the simulation, the database, and the dashboard? Or does it only look impressive? That is what I wanted to test. Welcome to Learn Data Easy. This is the series where we break down AI, data, and cloud concepts without jargon and without stress. I'm Charlene and I work in data and AI. So in my previous video, I asked ChatGPT to create a complete website for a fictional business called Data Cafeteria. The result already looked far better than I had expected. It had a polished homepage, a full menu, and a consistent cafe brand. Customers could browse specialty coffee, matcha drinks, and brunch items, but underneath the design, it was still mainly a normal website. So for part 2, I wanted to push it further. Could ChatGPT turn a static business website into something that behaves more like a real application? So I started by asking ChatGPT to add a completely new page called Live Café, while preserving the existing homepage, menu, and visual style. And I wanted a top-down cafe where animated customers could enter and they could join a queue, they can walk to the counter, collect an order, and then sit at a table or leave with a takeaway. Each customer also needed to order actual products from the existing Data Cafeteria menu, rather than some generic items invented for the animation. I asked for a simulated clock, a visible queue, customer and revenue counters, plus controls to start, pause, reset, and speed up the simulation. This was a much more ambitious request than generating a landing page. ChatGPT now had to create movements, states, and interactions while keeping the design consistent with the original site. The initial build took around 10 minutes, so I have shortened most of that here. Once I finished, I published the updated version, because if you don't publish, you don't actually see the changes. And then I opened the new Live Café page. And this was the results. And the cafe floor was visible immediately with an entrance, service counter, collection point, and tables. When I pressed start, the first customers began to arrive. The figures are simple. Colored characters rather than realistic people, but their movement is easy to follow. They enter from the bottom left, move towards the counter, and display a small order bubble showing what they selected. As the simulation continues, the cafe clock moves forward, more customers appear, and the total revenue begins to increase. I could also switch to the faster setting, which made it much easier to watch several orders happen within a short period. Visually, this was already fun, but at this stage it could have been a little more than just an animation. If all the information disappeared when I refreshed the page, it would not be a particularly useful business system. So the next step was the most important one. So I asked ChatGPT to connect every completed cafe purchase to durable D1 storage. In simple terms, that meant that orders could be saved outside the temporary browser session, so they could still be retrieved later. Each purchase needed to store the stimulated time, the products ordered, whether it was dine-in or takeaway, the waiting time, the total value, and the status of the order. It also needed to link every order to the correct simulation run and avoid saving the same purchase twice. I then asked for a database view page so that I could inspect records directly instead of simply trusting that something had been saved behind the scenes. And this change took longer than the visual stimulation, at around 20 minutes. Again, I've condensed that processing time because the real test is what happened afterwards. When I opened the database view for the first time, it showed 0 orders and 0 revenue. And that was exactly what I wanted to see. ChatGPT had not filled the page with impressive looking sample figures. I returned to Live Café, started a new run, and allowed the customers to begin ordering. As the simulated morning progressed, the customer count had increased from 0. Order bubbles appeared above the customers. And revenue was added whenever a purchase was completed. After 10 completed orders, I went back to a database view. And this time it showed 10 stored orders with a combined value of €90.60. Each row included the simulated order time, products, order type, waiting time, total status, and simulation run. And this is the point where the project stopped being only a visual demonstration. An event in a cafe was now creating a structured record that could be filtered and analyzed. But I still wanted to prove that the data was persistent, so I refreshed the entire page. And for a minute, the totals returned to 0, while the database records were still being loaded. But luckily, then the 10 orders and €90.60 appeared again. And that short test matters. The information was not only being held temporarily inside of the animation, it had survived the refresh and was being retrieved from durable storage. And I'm sure you all know this, but a database table is really useful for checking individual transactions, but it's not exactly the easiest way for a cafe owner to understand how the business is performing. So I asked ChatGPT to create an owner dashboard using only the stored records, with no placeholder or hard-coded figures. Okay, so we've reset the simulation and we're going to run it again. And for this selected simulation, the dashboard calculated €76.20 in revenue from 8 completed orders. And that gives us an average of €9.53. It also identified matcha standard as the best-selling item for that run. And you can see below the headline figures, it created charts for revenue and orders by simulated hour, sales by menu category, the split between dine-in and takeaway orders, and the 5 most popular menu items. There was also a recent orders table containing the individual transactions. And this is a much more useful view of the same underlying data. Now, the database holds the detailed records, while the database turns those records into information that someone can understand quickly. Now, for the final test, I ran the cafe again and watched the full flow happen from beginning to end. The new simulation started at 0. Customers entered, ordered menu items, and moved through the cafe. When 10 orders had been completed, I returned to the dashboard. It now showed €99.40 in revenue, an average order value of €9.94. And guess what was the favorite? So the favorite was lemon stack, and that was the best-selling item for this run. The hourly charts, menu categories, order type split, popular products, and recent orders table, they've all been updated to reflect these new transactions. And that gives us the complete chain. So a customer action, it creates an order, and then the order is stored in the database, and then the database feeds the dashboard. This is still a prototype, not a production-ready ordering system. A real business would need proper security and testing and a developer checking the calculations and the code. But as a way to turn an idea into something visible, interactive, and testable, this is genuinely impressive. So ChatGPT did not just redesign the cafe website, it created a small data application with a simulation, persistent records, and a dashboard based on those records. The next step would be to simulate an entire business day, including breakfast and lunch rushes, stock levels, and products selling out. And if you want to see what else you can do with AI tools such as ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, subscribe to Learn Data Easy. And I'll see you next time.